Testing, testing. Morning, morning. Okay, my mic's on now. Good. Morning, morning, morning. Best group of traders I've ever worked with. Good morning, Jimmy. Thank you for saying that. Morning, Eric, King, Cam, JB, Daffy, Shane, Spicy, our AR Investments. Good morning. I checked to see if you're live and boom. Yep, here I am. I try to aim for 30 minutes before, whether I'm talking or not yet. But I try to get the stream going at 8 flat. Good morning, good morning. Morning, morning, morning. Just giving people a few minutes to tune in. Let me know if the music is too quiet or too loud. Which again, you can edit part of that. I had a good weekend, was pretty chill. Thank you for asking. How was yours, Cam? Get any crypto trades in? Good morning. Just right, perfect. Morning, Chris. So many green names. I forget most of you are like YouTube members now and stuff, so good morning, good morning. Make sure you guys are taking advantage of it, because I'm still not seeing I mean, I can see the views and I can see, all the messages and stuff and how many people see it. But if you're a member of the channel, be sure that you do go through the membership section. Like if you go up to the top, click membership, and then you could scroll down, you could see everything you need. But tons of info in here, so I'd go through it. Take your time. I think a lot of you will grow in scalping simply just by watching those 2 playlists we have in there, plus some of the extra videos. But tons of videos in there. What's up, Breaking Levels? What's up, Boo Rock? Good morning, Anna. Great, thanks. Found out my wife is pregnant, so that's fun. Yes, nice. Hey, congratulations, Cam. Very happy for you, man. All right, let's get into it. As you guys can see, we are pretty much battling the 9 EMA on the daily time frame, as you can see. So we've gone up, hit supply, which again is just from the high to the open of the last green candle before the big reversal came through, which is about this area here. We've gone up, touched it, gone up again, rejected it again, even after trying to hold a new high, could not hold that new high, rejected that new high, came back down again. So we had like a really weird red week, but it was like, it felt green, it felt like we went slightly to the right, but we really did close lower. And then today, as you can see, we're going to be defending either off of the 9 EMA or Friday's candle to help buyers reach back up to the top of about 415. So I'd say there's about $3 above our head right now, for sure, but it can be more if they break above certain levels, like the high of this move. If we end up cracking below the low of these last 2 days here, so if you just want to mark that, the 410.27, and then if I delete that, 410.27 and 410.17. Those are 2 levels to the downside that if price breaks, there's a very good chance that on the bigger time frame, SPY does want to tumble a little bit lower. 407.60s being a pretty good target, the low of this base being a pretty good target, the top of this old demand that turns supply back to demand could be another further out target, about 405.25-ish area. So these are areas I would keep on watch in case we do break lower, and that's the areas that have to break for us to even reach any of those levels anyway. So a hold of 9 EMA again, possibly moving up to retest this area. If we can break this area, we can possibly move higher. Bears last 2-day lows. That's pretty simple, right? So give me a thumbs up if the bigger time frame analysis makes sense, what we're looking out for. On the smaller time frame, I already have it typed up again. We're looking above the previous day highs with the combination of, let me zoom this correctly. So let me just get everything in the picture here. Right there. There we go. But basically, we're looking above the previous day highs and the 413s for buyers to reach 413.50, 414, 414.35. And then, of course, there is more levels past 414.35. I just wanted to keep it simple on what was on the screen at first. Of course, we can always add on what's next. Below 411.50s, as you guys can see, this is the bigger time frame level that does actually get under the previous day open and previous day close. So I like it a lot for short-term downside inside of the range, because, again, you still have the previous day demand, which also, this is kind of where they held last Friday on the Thursday's day demand. So this is a very impressive area here between about 410.40s and 411. Again, this 60-cent area has been very, very strong for buyers the last 2-3 days. So if we do take a dip, keep an eye on that. A break of 410, again, you guys know on the bigger and smaller time frames, that seems to be the last level of defense for buyers. So I would keep your eyes on 410 if we get any kind of bigger dips. So 410 ultimate level on bigger and smaller time frames. It seems to the upside, though, a little bit different of a story. So hopefully that makes sense, though, on bigger and smaller time frames. Let's go through the rest of these, and then I'll also cover why I have Nvidia, Amazon, Tesla. Let's go to those first, actually. So every time I choose these, when I pick out these out for the list, again, I send this out to multiple Discords as a watch list as well. A lot of people like the levels that we produce. But overall, these are all either going to be levels of TA routine or levels of the previous day or pre-market. So again, that's where I'm getting pretty much everything. And then I make a plan around those levels. I just combine them to help me get break aboves, break belows, targets, stop losses, levels that make sense to me for a reason. Again, you're never just going to see me throw a random level up and it's just like, all right, guys, above 271.83, we're looking for this. Like, no, it's going to be a level that makes sense every time. But for Nvidia, going to be looking past the previous day high, combination of previous day close. So somewhere between this area, we need to see them close out of this and potentially try to push or hold on top and push out. So Nvidia could get bullish above the 272 areas, really. What I don't like is if they would break previous day open as well as the bigger time frame level at 269. So it looks like your range today is basically 269 to 272, which is only $3. So keep an eye on Nvidia. There's also targets and stop losses set that, again, are from other levels on that chart. Same thing goes for Amazon here. Amazon, we're going to be looking above the previous day high as well as a bigger time frame level. I added both just so people are aware of both. Stop loss, flat 108. Targets set below 106.10, which I know you're probably like, damn, that's kind of far. That is where the next bigger time frame level. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's the yesterday open. I was going to say pre-market low, but no, it's the yesterday open. So I like the break of yesterday open. This is kind of where on Friday they had a lot of information where they kind of, once they did pull back, they pulled back up to this area and they wicked this many times before finally breaking above it. So clearly 106.10 area is very, very, very strong based off that previous day open. So that's why I have that set there. But I also just like the spacing of the levels on it. Tesla and Netflix were the two that I was kind of stuck between doing the next one on. I like Netflix a lot because if you zoom out, they're already past their previous day highs, and now they're basically just aiming for the 2 day ago highs. So it already seems like it's broken out. Now they're just looking to see, can we retake 329.30. So I would look for Netflix as kind of a side watch, really. But that was the one I was battling on putting on the watch list against Tesla. I didn't want to add Tesla because them and Amazon were in the same sector, but then I was like, the more I compared them and Netflix, the more I liked Tesla, and you'll see why. I zoom in. You can see after earnings, they did have that good dip. They defended the dip with the higher low on Friday, even closed pretty well over the previous day open. And now they've taken another nasty fall, kind of similar to how they did the day after earnings, right? So essentially, we could be looking over this exact same level again, the previous day open. If you can get a push above that, a hold, a reset candle, a retest above that, that would be nice for bulls. But essentially, you are looking past 166.10s. But 164.80, 165 area can be seen as an initial breaking out level or breaking out area. So kind of keeping that on watch for Tesla. To the downside, of course, 161.30. Watching that previous day low. But we also have that two day ago low, which I don't normally keep those on the chart. But since it is very close, I was like, you know what? It doesn't hurt. And it's pretty close to a psychological number of 160. So I just decided to leave it. But I did want to add that Netflix is a good side watch because I did like that they were already just kind of holding sideways here. They weren't really dropping too much or rising too much. They're perfectly flat, which a good majority of the market is, to be fair. But you can see even Apple took their little dip, consolidating now. So Apple, I would definitely, with king of the market today, actually we'll just do the sectors. But that's the watch list for the day. Remove that. So here is our supply, our demand. So see on XLK, which again, guys, when I say XLK, you have to understand this is the heaviest sector I'm looking at. Like this is the heaviest sector of SPY. So we're essentially going to see either this help tell us direction, really, and then you can use the rest of these to help you out as well. Healthcare weighs a lot. They're the second most. Discretionary comes in, financials, comms, and this can essentially help us see where are we possibly headed. So in the first 10, 20, 30 minutes, try to also gather a little bit of information on where these are sitting on their chart in relation to the rest of them. So if like 9 out of 10 of them are up, breaking previous day high, but the 1 out of 10 that weighs the most, like XLK, is just kind of sitting there, then we're probably just seeing a slight green open, a pretty green open, a slight green open, because the heaviest sector isn't quite moving yet. Until we see that heaviest sector move, then we'll really get that momentum to the upside, and vice versa. I'm just giving an example. It could be to the downside as well. I'm just giving a good example. I don't think I cleaned my... Yeah, I didn't. Here's AMD. I guess we could do this one together. So there's previous day close, pre-market low, pre-market high. Don't really need to add it because 88.75 is above it. Let's add the previous day open, which is also the previous day high, and any other significant levels, which I would say this is a pretty good significant area because price dropped, rejected, rejected, rejected. So clearly 89.30s, 89.25 area, pretty clear resistance. So AMD could make the watch list too if you really wanted to trade AMD today. They actually have a super clean breakout level above 88.75, or you can watch below 88. So it's a less than dollar range if you want to add AMD to your list. Morning King, morning Brian, morning Mel. How is everyone doing? Be sure to drop a like on the stream. Definitely helps out. Let us know what you're watching. Let me know if some of my breakdowns have helped you out with something that you might be looking at. Again, I'm just using the levels to help me come up with good game plans. If you guys are ever interested in how to use these levels, how to draw these levels, feel free to check out workshop number 11. That is by far the best single video you can watch on the channel that will help you out with not just how to get the levels, but how to trade them as well. There's also playlists on the channel, how to get levels, how to trade the levels, swing trading, day trading, scalping, anything you might need. We have a playlist for pretty much everything we go for around here. Definitely would check that out. Alright, I was just making sure that everybody was good in chat. It would seem to be good. Watching oil. Nice, nice. Haven't lost money yet. What's up with oil? I haven't been watching oil futures, to be honest, lately. I could probably clean this up. All the explanations I've done on oil. If the stream today can get 150 likes or 125 likes, somewhere in there, yeah, somewhere over 100, we'll do a charting stream, an extra charting stream that is not in the morning. I don't know what date we'll do, but I want to do like a charting stream. I like people like that. Still just cleaning this chart. remove. Looks good. There's just a lot of levels in this area. Honestly, I could probably just rechart this to the monthly. Yeah, I probably will. It'll catch you up on the chart too, just recharting it. Just gonna do emerging candles on the monthly. Oh, there's just a lot of levels here. Okay, I wasn't tripping. A lot of consolidation where oil is right now, which should tell you that there's not as much probability for as big movement right now. There we go. Move those. Go to the daily. Huge area above their head. Demand. Let's see, where did they reject last? It's up here. Supply. They're kind of in supply on these highs right here, actually. If you go from open to high of that before seeing the last reversal, actually just hit the top of supply perfectly. So they might go fill that gap, it looks like, on oil. It might be a little ugly, but candles are getting smaller, volumes lowering, so you might be seeing a little bit of a dip here. So you might see some consolidation first in oil futures over the next few days. Fill that gap or get a pop back to see if they reject 90 EMA or maybe up here in supply again. Either way, though, they're perfectly in the middle of consolidation. So it's definitely anyone's ball game right there. Pretty good rising volume on that drop, too. Lowering into the smaller candles. Charts possibly losing steam in the middle of consolidation. Yeah, good morning, good morning, good morning. Drop a like on the stream. Charting stream would be lit. Give me a pop right now. Do it. Good morning, good morning. 0.04 points out of the money on my contract with 10 minutes to go. Need a pop. Tobias is already on it today, I see. Oh. Excuse the typing. Yo, Sand$, thank you for the Russian coffee. Appreciate you. $4 again. I appreciate the $4 increments. I really do. We'll put it towards, I don't know what we'll put it towards. We gotta figure out something to do for the group as a whole. Kind of like in between projects right now. I can't wait to release what I've been cooking up, though. Y'all are not ready. Four trades in, $59 made. We playing small today. Hey, there's definitely nothing wrong with playing small today. Oh, and I guess while we're just sitting here. So this week is blackout week. There's no Fed speakers. Week before the meeting, there aren't speakers, but there is still economic news for the week. So you should be seeing a bunch of reactions to the consumer confidence. You should see some volatility pop up on Thursday for GDP jobless claims day. And you will see some volatility, of course, across the week. But I really do feel like Tuesday and Thursday are going to be your worst days. Wednesday does have durable good orders, international trading goods, but I don't think you'll get as big of a movement as you will from Tuesday or Thursday. But again, just keep your eyes open for that. Bigger concern for the week is going to be earnings related. Let me just get the picture I need. crazy. I like literally just typed this yesterday. Why is it not in there? The heck? 1 second though. Let me get the picture for you all. Okay, here it is. So as you can see, we have a lot of earnings this week from Earnings Whispers. Shout out to Earnings Whispers. But overall, there's a ton of earnings this week. Weights, everything. You got Google, you got Microsoft, you got Amazon, you got Meta, you got Boeing, Visa, McDonald's, Chipotle. I mean, there's just too much to go. I could name pretty much every name on here. I mean, every name on here is almost super important. So be very, very careful this week in the after hours and extended hours. So if you swing traders, be very, very careful. You day traders, going into the next day after those earnings, you could possibly play the cooldown of the IV on those, but overall at the same time, you might want to also be careful of playing an exhausted move. So be very careful trading any of these the day after they have earnings. Be very careful trying to swing trade regardless if you swing trading any of these that have earnings or not, because if you're going to trade over the market, like let's say you trade a SPY call and there's a bunch of SPY weights in here and they all drop and you're in a call because you thought SPY was going to go up. Well, guess what? Now your SPY call is going to be down because everything that just pulled SPY down is bringing your option down as well. So it doesn't have to just be SPY that goes down. Some of these can bring them down themselves. So just be wary of that. Yeah, there's about 1,500 earnings this week. It's insane. So what can we expect from a week like this? No Fed speakers. There's a pretty good amount of economic reports being released this week that are very important. And there's a ton of earnings reports. What can we expect out of a week like that? Everybody give me a clear and simple answer. What can we expect? A lot of what? It starts with I. A lot of what? There's going to be a lot of I. It starts with I. IV is one of them, but that's not the word I was looking for. Indecision. There you go. Exactly, Ace. I don't know. That's exactly what I want. Indecision. We are going to have a ton of indecision this week. Even Wall Street's finest has no idea. So what can we expect out of ourselves for the week? Try not to go too crazy. And a ton of AI talk. AI, that's a good answer. Implied volatility and AI are also acceptable answers. I'll take both of those. Exactly. So what should we call that method? You should gauge the market, check earnings, check economic news, check your chart, check your levels. Where are we on the chart? What's around us on where we are at that chart? Then gauge yourself. How should you react to what you just gauged? If something looks aggressive, should you be aggressive? Yeah, it's okay, RW. We're banning a ton of them. Trust me, my mods and everybody are 24/7 banning people. If you guys do in fact find an impersonator or just a fake scammer or anything like that on Discord, feel free to just post it in the Discord. The faster you post it in there, the faster they get banned. I'm actually banning one right now, as y'all said that. Money Monday. And yep, it'll just be me here today as a speaker. Trying to give y'all different variations of streams. How was everyone's weekend, though? Everybody have a good weekend? You guys just chill? What everyone do? You guys catch all the fights this weekend? You napped. Fair enough. At least you're telling the truth. That's what the weekend's for, though. Just do whatever you want. All right, we got about 30 seconds before market open. Good morning, Gio. Sinful did that deed. Yeah, that's sinful. Celebrated the end of Ramadan with fam. Nice, Daffy. Did it storm by you? It did. It did, actually. Pretty much all day yesterday. Not anything crazy, though. It was just light. Bought myself a nice chess set for my birthday. Nice. What kind of chess set did you get? What style? We missed you too, Daffy. It kind of does feel a little empty without you. I feel like I am missing a part of my life without you here. Happy birthday. Whose birthday is it? Oh, for John Harden. My bad. Good morning, Keanu. What's up, Mel? What's up, Andreas? We seem to be getting a slight pump at the open. AMD falling through the floor, Apple's to the right, Microsoft fell as well, Nvidia's pumping, Amazon's moving up higher, indecisive Tesla open, Google's dumping at the open, Meta's dumping at the open, Netflix dumping at the open. What's holding us up? Healthcare, discretionary, financials are holding us up. Industrials pumping, staples pumping. Wow, okay, so you guys remember my little example this morning? It's happening right now. I wasn't actually trying to like make that a real thing, but I pretty much said if you watch every sector pump except one, you know, you'll probably just see a slight green, and that's what you're getting. So it's funny I said that. Again, we have not passed anything. We've just gone up and smacked previous day highs, so keep your eyes open for a potential reversal here in case they wick it back down like they are right now. But still, very impressive open. Again, we had pretty much every sector except comms and tech move higher just now. So be very, very careful. Again, guys, tech and comms did not move higher. Oh, you got a chessman set. Nice. Guys sound like such a nerd right now. Again, drop a like on the stream, guys. If we get over 125 likes, I will be doing an extra charting stream. See if this reversal steps in for SPY. They are still wicking it back down. That's pretty impressive, though. Every sector was green pretty much except comms and tech. So I would keep your eyes on comms and tech to see what are they about to do. Because if comms and tech reverse right here, you could be seeing a very green open here in a second. Yeah, comms already wicking back up. Same for tech. Utilities wick down. Energy still holding. Staples still holding. Industrial still holding. Financials did wick down a little bit, but they're trying to hold. Discretionary still up, and healthcare reverse. So one of the major sectors that was green there that was holding us up, again, healthcare being the second largest but also the least popular sector, has reversed back down. So that's a big change as well. Not only the change in comms and tech. Comms going green now, high of day, breaking previous day highs. Tech's also bouncing, so SPY should be getting a good green move here in a little bit. But overall, we also did see healthcare reshift again. You saw utilities reshift again. So we're getting a big imbalance here. Overall, though, glad to see tech still trying to hold on to previous day demand. Comms, really just trying to see if they can hold a new high over previous day high. Not a bad open so far. Just completely different reasons on why this candle's green again, though. First time it was literally everything but tech comms. Now it's like slowly changing. Healthcare still trying to move a little lower. Pretty nasty dive in the first few minutes on a lot of those, but some of those moving higher now, like Nvidia and Amazon. Tesla, very, very indecisive 5-minute candle. Yeah, you guys definitely want to wait your first 5-10 minutes today. Look at Google. They broke previous day low, wicked all the way back up, and they're above previous day close now. That is nuts. That is a crazy first 5-minute candle for Google. You're waiting till 9:45:10. Wait 30. No, I like y'all's advice. I like y'all's advice. Oh, my bad. Y'all are saying the music. My bad. I was supposed to change the song. That was Crystal Shadows, though, from the lo-fi playlist we have set. Be sure to drop a like on the playlist, on the stream if you guys are in here, though. Highly appreciate it. Glad to have you all. Oh, you like it? Okay. Well, no, the reason I was freaking out is because I forgot I left it on like replay, so it's just playing the same song over and over. So for a second, I was like, man, I'm probably making them go crazy. The saxophone does go hard, though. Apple above pre-market high. Great call out, Daffy. Well, Pletch, everything that we trade by in here is a 40% entry, an 80% entry, a Lee test entry, or a BTD, which stands for buy the dip entry. Those are the only 4 styles of entry type we take in this entire community. Those are the 4 main styles. 40% entry, again, is just an open range breakout, and 80% entry is just a retest. A Lee test is just really a lower high after seeing a breakdown, and a buy the dip is a base build strategy. Those are the 4 main types we take in here. Again, and I said this all the time, and I know it's hard to go through it all because there's just so many videos on this channel, but please take your time. Seriously, there's a ton of organized playlists on this channel. You just got to take your time to go through them. But each of those playlists, though, amazing. Whether it's just how to grab the levels or how to chart them, how to trade them, we'll go over all that. And the great thing is, too, I have all kinds of playlists. You know, there's some that are just like offline, the market's not moving, just going over charts, kind of back testing a few things, looking over things, reviewing, analyzing. And then there's playlists full of live trades that we've taken where we're going over a trade of, oh, this is what I was doing, this is what I liked, this is what I didn't like, this is what I did, this is what I should have done, blah, blah, blah. You know, just kind of going over the process live. There's playlists where we've recorded trades and then gone over them afterwards, you know. So there's all kinds of trades in playlists and videos depending on what kind of access you have. Again, just kind of covering everything. So please take your time to go through that if you do have access. But there's a ton of videos out there for public too, even if you don't have access. Still just kind of battling previous day high. Again, this is if you go to the 1 minute, or I'm sorry, the 5 minute, and then zoom out your time frame, you can get the previous day high supply and demand, which I also have a video on, how to draw supply and demand. At least how we do it in here. But super effective method, very easy to remember. You're a degenerate, so you have more entries in that. You've been using lead test strat last week. Nice. Yeah, stick with it then. And that's another thing a lot of traders fail at is being consistent. And it's not, I don't mean in terms of like always winning. I just mean in terms of like routine. You know, are you the type of person that finds a strategy and then you stick with it for multiple weeks? Or are you the type of trader that gets it, sticks with it for like a week or two and then ditches it, you know, and then finds something new? You know, you're not really giving that strategy a chance, nor yourself, you know. So that's another thing. If you find something that you're trying to focus on or practice, then stick with it. Don't just sit there and you know. Exactly. You don't have to be smart. You have to be disciplined. That's 100% correct. Pretty big pump right there. Seems like they're stopping at 412.80s. This is, again, a very, very big area. See if they can pass this. If you want to watch this in a more passive way, I would switch to the 10-minute. Devin preaches that pretty much every time he's on stream. You feel called out? Don't. Trust me, I'm not targeting anybody. I'm a victim of these errors too, Nox, though, you know? Nobody's perfect. Consistent in your rules, biggest issue with everyone. 100%. People always think like, oh, like if I was just smarter, if I was just better at winning bigger trades, I would do so much better. Like, yeah, no shit. But how do you get there? You know, saying it and doing it are two completely different things. What's the actual process of getting there? Just laid it out there for you. All right, let's see how some of the sectors are doing now. So tech getting a really, really good bounce off previous day demand. They're right about to get it to supply. Healthcare, even though they took a dip, they are trying to bounce again. So that's a good sign. Discretionary still moving higher. Financial still holding very well. Comms moving higher. Remember the 2-week ones this morning were XLK and XLC. Those are now both pumping. Industrials holding. Staples holding. Energy holding. Utility did dip, but they don't weigh that much. So yeah, like I said, guys, you should be getting a bigger green move here based on what we're seeing. There we go. So let's see if we can get past these important areas. Again, all we've seen is just what kind of buying is happening from open, but we're not seeing a good close over yet or a good sign that says, hey, we're definitely moving higher. No, we've just seen from open that we are trying to. So let's see if we get a follow-up move after that. Still just wicking that resistance. Yeah, just pump still, exactly. Netflix breaking out, volume slow build. Good call out, Boo Rock. Yep, pushing new highs. And that's a part of that calm sector, guys. Again, this is why I tell a lot of you, please just write down what does the sector stand for, what does it mean, and what are some of its top weights. XLC's top weights, and that are Google, Meta, and Netflix. 2 of those 3 are breaking out. Tesla trying to hold higher still, very indecisive, while Amazon broke out higher. So that sector's moving higher, that's discretionary. Tech sector, Nvidia, Microsoft, Apple. Nvidia moved higher, Microsoft got a good bounce. Apple's trying to push through a very, very good breakout level. And AMD back in range. After dipping, wow, very, very good defense. A lot of good pumps. A lot of those charts are at resistance. We'll see which ones pass above. Amazon's killing it, though. Up 2% on the day. Netflix in a close second. Almost up 2% as well. 1 3/4. Oh, as I say that, they pump some more. They're catching up to Amazon. I'm just retyping that XLK and XLC. Both started slow, but got really good bounces here shortly after those weakening moves. SPY trying to hold that new high over previous day high. Can they get above 412.85, 413 area? That's kind of the question now. What was Max Payne today? I didn't even look. Let me go look. Max Payne. Which, again, I'm just trying to keep in mind. I don't really... Okay, Max Payne's actually 412, so they're right around it. Never mind. Alright, so we're not really far from anything. This lo-fi go crazy low-key. Oh, y'all are on tower. I have my AirPods in, so I'm actually listening to something else. I couldn't take lo-fi again today. I needed something more upbeat. But lo-fi is really good for the streams. Setting up a journal for my trading of keeping it handwritten helps me be more intentional and forces my ADHD to focus on what I write. Do you have a video on what's the best to track of building a system of journaling to make it a habit? Yes, there is a journaling video. I think I have one, and I think Username has one. I need to make a new one, to be honest, though. I want to make a more in-depth one that kind of covers literally everything. I think I just cover, like, how to set it up, not actually, like, what to have in it. Still above PDH, could call out Carnage. Call out Boo Rock on Microsoft. Love the follow-throughs. Brown noise is a game changer for productivity. Might be topping out here. Possibly. I mean, we still got a little bit of time. This candle still has half of its life on the 5-minute. Like I said, if you want to watch this in a little bit more passive of a view, I would go to the 10-minute. And don't ever forget what's going on this time frame. Right now, we're just getting a short-term defense of Friday's candle and the 9 EMA on the daily. If you want to do the Lee test on the daily time frame, essentially we do need to pass 413 in so many different ways. We talked about on the bigger time frame, we talked about on the smaller time frame, and here another example on the bigger time frame on why 413 seems to be very important. It's pretty funny that lines up right there. I didn't even see that till just now. Ooh, nice, Daffy. I see you using the Trade Ideas channel. Thank you for using the correct channel. I still see some people using Trade Ideas on the trade floor, which I guess is okay, but I would prefer to them to put it in Trade Ideas. But again, it's okay. Who cares? As long as everybody's having fun. 171 people, less than 100 likes. Let's try to even that up, everybody. Again, if you guys can get 125 likes today, I will be doing an extra charting stream. We'll have to schedule it, of course, but we'll do an extra charting stream that is not in the morning, so we can try to fit everybody in here. Yeah, get those likes up. We're better than that. Still just kind of fighting 413 to see if we can get past that. XLK, XLC started off weak this morning. Both ended up getting a pretty good pop just now. Now we're seeing some settling after that. A lot of other sectors that were already moving up higher are still just kind of holding. So, still a lot of possibility for a continuation higher here. Levels where we could reject and reverse from, or 413 area basically, and then the previous day demand, which is again that top blue area. So far though, buyers are defending it. Come on. I'm gonna mark today's open. I don't always do that, but I'm gonna do it today. So if we do get any reversals or dips, 412 could be a really good target. So far, just struggling with that resistance, but really, really good pop this morning. It's really just following tech. Because everything else is just trying to hold. Yeah, look, healthcare moved the new high again over the open. So, healthcare trying to move higher. Discretionary slowing down after pumping. So, see if they can hold the previous day high. I'd mark that level. See if they defend it. That could be a good telltale there. Calm, same thing. See if they can defend that previous day high. And then tech, they're just in range, so we know what to look at on that. Yeah, it looks like we're getting a slowdown. Nothing more than that yet. AMD did close lower under 88. That could be very bad for them. Nvidia almost down to 90 EMA. Amazon is down to 90 EMA. Tesla bouncing off 90 EMA. So discretionary could be getting a pop soon. Google kind of in the same manner. Netflix still up there against its high of day. And Meta just trading to the right. If they don't lose their low, and Google does end up holding 90 EMA and pushing back over previous day highs, that could be a good push for the comm sector once more again. So keep an eye on that potential scenario. If not, they will be possibly falling out. I do see SPY still just kind of sitting on top of that previous day supply. If they can hold on top of that, they can turn that into demand. Good call out, Charlie. Thank you guys for making 100 likes. Love you all. Dude, I stayed up like over the weekend sleeping in bed with my girlfriend, just going through all the study guides in the Discord. Control points are what I'm in at the moment, and there's good info. My girlfriend got mad at me because I messed up my sleep schedule. Well, don't piss her off. But hey, man, I'm glad you're grinding, though. And thank you for going through the Discord, man. There's still... You'd be surprised how many people are in that Discord and do not go through information that's available to them. Again, I don't expect anyone to go through everything within a weekend or even a month. You know, there's so much info that somebody could comfortably take in. No, that's impossible. But there's a ton in there. You do need to watch that supply demand of it. It's very easy to kind of get the idea. But essentially, when you grab supply, I'm looking at a reversal point from the high of day, previous day. When I'm doing intraday supply demand, I'm basically just going from the high of that move to the open of the last green candle before the reversal. When I do it from the bottom, I do it from the first time we drop down and got a good reversal. I look at that low and I go to the top of the last red candle. Essentially, you can do that on bigger and smaller time frame. That can help you out. So I've been using it just for intraday to kind of help people out here, but it's also very effective. Like, I think the only one I've really been doing it on for bigger time frames is NVIDIA. I really haven't taken time to go draw a bunch of others. Like, I did Boeing, and I think I did NVIDIA, and that was it. And I was actually backtesting it way back here. Pretty effective. Seemed to have traded very well against my levels of supply and demand for a while. Even when it was staircasing up, it was doing very well. But now it's up here in very heavy supply from way, way, way bigger time frames. Like, I think this is from the weekly. Yeah, the weekly. This is a weekly area of supply. So, super effective. It's kind of fun to just look at. And honestly, you're not really changing up anything. You know, if you use the levels how I use them and how I've been preaching about for a long time, you don't ever catch yourself using these levels or using those zones differently. You know, you're going to look at them the same exact way. So, it doesn't ever ruin anything either. It just really kind of adds on to... I don't know. I feel like it sharpens your vision for price action, essentially, is what I'm trying to say. I feel like it does kind of make you better at looking at price action when you look at supply and demand for a little bit. Plus, it's just price action. Supply and demand is just price action. It's not like some random indicator or something. It's very, very effective. But yeah, how old is that video? Let's see. I'll relink it again if anybody wants to watch the video I am mentioning over and over. Oh, here it is. Yeah, we did this video 10 months ago. That's crazy. And it doesn't even have 1,000 views. That's crazy. I feel like this is like one of my best videos. It's not even that popular. But there it is, though. I just dropped it in the chat. Super, super effective. And the reason I made it, and I'm sure a ton of you have already heard this rant, but the reason I made that video and the reason I make a lot of some of the videos I make for some of the basics of stuff is just mainly because if you go watch other videos on how, like, just go on YouTube right now and type in how to chart supply and demand or how to chart zones. Go watch those videos and you'll listen to how they break it down. You'll hear them go, oh, well, if you see there's a lot of wicks and bodies here, just mark somewhere around here. Like, they don't ever give you a set rule on how to grab it here or here, you know, or how to get a certain area, you know, so it kind of pisses you off and you're like, well, why can't you give me a set rule on how to grab something so no matter what I'm looking at, I have something to grab or something not to grab? You know, they never give you a good enough explanation on the rules behind what you should chart, if that makes sense. So that was a big reason I made my supply and demand video. Because there are people out there who make their videos and you go watch it and it actually makes 0 sense. It's like, dude, you're just drawing a bunch of boxes everywhere. What are you actually drawing? What are you actually charting? Oh, it's just a bunch of wicks here, man. Just a bunch of sellers here. Like, yeah, no shit, but why start there? Or why end it there? Why do it here and there? You know, what's the madness behind your method? Still just rejecting the 413 area. Haven't really seen a huge seller step in. And really the only thing that slowed down is tech. I do see comms slowed down too, but they didn't really drop a whole bunch. And utilities did drop, but they don't weigh a whole lot. Energy's pumping right now. Comms still defending that 9 EMA. Discretionary, still seeing if they can defend that previous day high, so keep an eye on that. Healthcare trying to move higher as well. So healthcare and tech are pulling away from each other again. So let's bring an indecision into the SPY chart. We're either about to get a really, really big squeeze and a really, really nice pop, or we're about to see a really, really nice pullback very soon. They are squeezing this. And they keep transitioning which sector is pushing us and which one's not. Oh, you know, bro, because I said so. Yeah, source, trust me, bro. The videos are really like that. But in my video, I give you an exact rule set behind how to draw supply or demand. I even show you a couple different ways you can look at it. Bigger, smaller, doesn't matter. Yo, Noxter, where are we going to go? Consumer confidence and new home sales in 2 minutes. Great call out, Ace Ventura. Appreciate you. Ticking down. We shall see. I think we're going to see pretty crazy moves to the upside and downside this week. That make you think, oh, we're getting super bullish again. And then when they pull you back down, they're going to make you think, oh, we're getting super bearish again. When in reality, after both the move to the up and downside toward the end of the week, you'll probably most likely be zeroed out. Will they pump or will they dump? We shall see. It's our first red candle on the day, but no crazy amount of volume. Just kind of matching the previous candles, really. Tesla made a move lower, heading toward low of day. Great call out, TJS. Europe says dump. Healthcare is still holding, too. I see comms are still trying to sit green. Financials are battling to stay green. It's kind of all relying on tech right now. Tech breaking lower again. Healthcare still at high of day. Discretionary also pulling back. That is hurting us. They're not defending previous day high. Comms are still above previous day high and 9 EMA on the intraday. Energy still trying to move higher. Tech pulling back though. Tech and discretionary pulling back, not helping SPY. We'll see if they have the strength to break 9 EMA. If they do, we'll most likely be seeing a test of pre-market high and maybe even today's open. They're also still above previous day's supply, so there's a chance they could still defend this, hold it as support, turn it into demand. We'll see though. Beautiful price action this morning, though. I will give it that. Very easy to follow. Makes sense. Again, I've been going over the sectors repeatedly, and this story makes sense. AMD still breaking lower? Ugh, that's ugly. Good call out. Good call out. Thanks for reminding me. Tech broke a little bit lower after my mention. Discretionary pretty much in the same area. Comms also still defending 9 EMA. Like I said, still a chance you could see a defense here by buyers. Watch for any wick up movement. Nasdaq future at previous day's close. Great call out, Kaizen. That is the first 30 minutes of the day, so you can check your first 30-minute candle. They are pulling us back down to the bottom of that supply. They broke it there for half a second. Rising volume on the 5-minute. Breaking 9 EMA. If you are on the 5-minute, you can switch to the 10-minute and watch for a better confirmation on that time frame next. Still defending bottom of that supply with that wick up. Got about a minute left in this 5-minute candle. After that candle closes, you'll have another 5 minutes before your next 10-minute candle closes. What's up? How's everybody in stream? Everybody enjoying some of the updates? I assume so if you're staying. Glad to have you all, though. Thank you guys for getting me over 100 likes. If you guys can get another 9 likes, again, to get 125 likes, we will be doing an extra charting stream that is not in the morning. So be sure to get to that 125 goal. Just kind of building a very, very, very indecisive candle here. And I know it's indecisive because we have long wicks and a small body. Tech back down basically to low of day. I'd watch for this to be a higher low, see if they can defend this previous day demand again. That could get another pop and SPY. Healthcare made a new high of day though. Everybody clap for XLV. Healthcare killing it today. Discretionary not only failed to defend previous day high, but they rejected to hold above today's open. They have now fallen all the way to previous day close and filled that extended hours gap. Financials are under 9 EMA, still above 33. Comms also losing previous day high. Remember we said comms and discretionary could potentially try to hold above previous day highs. Both are failing that. Staples moving higher. Energy kept going. So good job on those. Healthcare, staples, energy, both all three killing it really. Weak ones today would be tech, discretionary, comms, financials. '90s were the time to be alive. That's pretty random. Just watching today. May sit on my hands till Thursday, where news and earnings have a good potential big move. 100%. Spy Poots 18% now. Good job, Daffy. Yeah, man, it's not every day that XLV is the leader. People really do sleep on the power of XLV. I mean, there's so many times where I've seen tech and discretionary and comms all fail, and healthcare will somehow not single-handedly. They did have the help of other sectors today, but they're the heavier one, you know, on SPY. If you go to analyze, you can see healthcare is actually the next largest sector, 14.5%. That's insane. SPY waking up again. Are they going to try and hold 9 EMA? That'd be crazy. That's what I'm looking for, Josh. They holding the 9 EMA. It's just a good short-term thing, too. Previous day supply also still trying to hold that support still. We're still holding the bottom of that. That's really where they would flush from, is right here. Where both of these wicks came from. This is where they can flush from. Flush, meaning heavy sellers pulling instantly back, possibly towards today's open, sorry. So if that flush does ever happen, that's most likely where they're headed. And that's where it's going to happen from. If they end up defending bottom of supply and 9 EMA intraday over the next 10, 20, 30 minutes, there's a very good chance we see a good pop to a new high of day. There's the two scenarios in front of us on the intraday time frame. Again, intraday meaning today. Right here in front of us, current day. Tesla close to making a new low of day. Great call out Daffy. Also holding that 50 fib from where we opened. Great call out Green. Sinful. Instantly. Yo, chill out. Sinful was saying that to me. He's telling me good morning, not y'all. Duck is back in the building. Why you been bucking us? Thinking to take my oxy puts. Another wick up. I'm just curious. Are they going to pump us? Or are they going to dump us? They're perfectly in. No, Devin's not sleeping in. I was just doing a solo stream today. Devin does not sleep in at this time. My boy does like sleep, but he will not be asleep at this time. Can they give us the pump or will they give us the dump? They seem to be giving us the pump. We are near high of day. Let's go instantly check what's helping out. Wick up on discretionary. Financials are pumping again. Comms are defending previous day highs still, even though discretionary failed. Tech also got a little bit of a pop on a potential higher low. Watch for some base build action on XLK again. That's your most important sector of the market. That's tech, Apple, Microsoft. So keep an eye on that. Industrials also trying to push back to high of day, just under previous day open. Staples hit high of day, coming back down. And energy just continuing to pump again. They are now near 86 flat. They started the day at 84s, 84.60s. Oh, new high of day on SPY. 413 slap. We'll see if they have the strength to continue holding this potential dip. See if they have the strength to push a new high. If they're just going to wick here and stay in range. They just wick, stayed in range on that 5-minute candle. We have 5 more minutes till the next 10-minute candle close. If you want to jump out to that time frame, it's probably for the better. Because we are potentially getting a 4-bar play on the 10-minute. Good job, Daffy, on your trade idea that was posted in chat. Again, if you guys want info to that, you can just go to chat and go to BB Trade Ideas. Good job, Daffy. And we are just wicking down yet again. Who would have thought Indecision would have taken over today? Who would have thunk? EMA and SPY making love. Yeah, the old term I used to say for that boot rock was jump roping. Like right now, I would say price and 9 EMA are jump roping. Say that around levels too. Like anytime you're just trading around a level insanely, just jump roping. I like how you put it though too. Hey B, do you think you could explain a little bit about the criteria of a 4-bar play, please? It's essentially the same thing as a 3-bar play. It just has an extra reset candle in between. And I've explained that before during some of my 3-bar play explanations. So essentially, the fundamentals of a 3-bar play is that you have a candle. Let's say for a 3-bar play to the upside, you essentially have a candle that moves up, and then you want the next candle to open at the exact same level, but you want it to sit above the halfway point of this candle here. So let's say this was the candle just broke an impressive level, and this is the halfway point. You essentially want price to sit above that halfway point. Now, some variations, and this is when the 3-bar play is insane, you do just get that pump, and that's why we call it a 3-bar play, right? But sometimes you don't get that pump. Sometimes you end up getting a wick up on this candle, and then another just red candle here, or even just another green candle that doesn't break a new high, and then the next candle is the one that does it, you know? So sometimes you end up getting a 4-bar play, but it's essentially the exact same thing as the 3-bar play. You're just getting an extra reset candle in between after that emerging move, if that makes sense. But that is a 4-bar play, which you are potentially getting on the 10-minute right now. I'm just kind of waiting on it, which it is about to close finally. Again, because you have a good pump, you have a good hold of that pump, and you got a good move up to the upside, but it's just not holding now. So you have a weak hold. So we are possibly watching sellers potentially step back in to retake supply. But they're still defending demand, so you really just have a lot of indecision between basically high of day and where they're trying to hold this support right here at about 412.40s, 412.30s. So we're kind of stuck between here. You got to remember, we don't just have upside, we don't just have downside. We got to remember that there's also consolidation that happens before a lot of those bigger moves. That consolidation is where a lot of money is lost. Username nice. He said, so was I. Grabbed some as it push ups, not even 10 minutes. That sucks the rest got break even, but still, I'm glad you gave it a chance, because that was a really good initial play you had. The buyers want it, like Budok just said in the trade floor. The buyers want it. It just isn't. It's just not there yet. They're not getting any good follow through. Yeah, consolidation. No problem, John. Thanks. That was a good question. I bet, Noxta. I bet. I had to read what you just said. It's not much money, but 412 is max, and 413, 414 looks great for them too. 127 likes, baby. 169 people watching. Let's get that number equal. I took a fib from low to high, took an entry, and got out towards high of day. 412.86 for 5%. Hey, good job, Spicy Pepper. Good job having reasoning too. Feels good. Tweezer bottom on 10-minute on Tesla. Great call out, Mr. Shadow. I love tweezer bottoms. Small body candles, you get those wicks below. It sucks too, because right here there's like such a good plan for either side. Like right now you could be like, I really like the risk reward for shorts against high of day. Keep your stop loss at 413. Target the retest point where they fell down to here. You know, target that, then leave runners towards here with the closer stop. At the same time, buyers can do that too, though. They can say, oh, well, I kind of like they're trying to hold this supply on top that's possibly turn it into demand. Keep your stop here. You know, targets above new high of day. You know, so it really is a place where buyers and sellers can really create good trading plans right here. But overall, we are still holding above supply as support. Buyers are still holding above 9 EMA. They just aren't getting good follow through. So it's going to be a very rough morning for some people right here. Tech still defending off that higher low that I talked about. Healthcare still near high of day. Discretionary needs to get back above yesterday's close in 9 EMA. Financial slowed down. Comms still defending previous day high. Industrial's doing good. Energy slowed down, but only after the most impressive pump ever. Intraday again. Still near high of day on SPY. Still just holding supply as support still. Nothing crazy. Again, still waiting to see if we can get some follow through on this move. I can't believe it's already almost been an hour from the open. The grind up trend could continue, or you just get those like really slow green days, or even a lower open slow green day that moves up higher. Could see that trend continue this week, or vice versa. Like I said, good retest, good defense, just no good follow through yet. Stacking up a lot of consolidation in here for a good move, but we'll see who gets it. 10-minute, definitely a good passive view to watch right now. Tesla's approaching pre-market low. Great call out. Let's go check our sectors again. Let me go to the 5-minute. Alright, so after the little bounce, they're just kind of holding. They're not really moving a whole lot now. Same for healthcare. Same for discretionary. Financials pulling back more. Apple just under high of day. AMD possibly seeing a bearish retest from underneath 88 and 9 EMA. Keep an eye on those. Microsoft trying to defend. Same for Nvidia. And yeah, Tesla touching pre-market low. They're now down to the bottom part of the range. Google rejecting top part of their day. Meta having a very indecisive day. Oops. Possible lead test on Netflix under 332.60s. Still just kind of fighting in this area. They wicked it up, brought it back down again. Yeah, 10 minutes definitely a lot more fun to watch. Now it has back and forth. Just a stable view. I don't like bulls, but if they could pump it just now, it would be lovely. So you do like bulls. They just keep popping a new high and slowing down over and over and over. Did it once, twice. Will they do it a third time, or will they actually try to hold this new high and continue? The target's above 412.85 in previous day supply, which again we've been past that and tested it. The targets higher up are 413.50, 414, and 414.35. So very, very close targets today. Tesla at previous day low and rising seller volume. Tesla below previous day low. Good job, TJS and Daffy on the combined call out there. Yeesh. Very nasty fall by Tesla today. She's holding a decisive candle at this high of day candle right now on the 5-minute, and decisive on the 10-minute as well. Tesla now approaching last week's low. Great call out by Mr. Shadow. Really awesome information too. They continue to push through 413, or will we reject here is really the big question right now. Go through the sectors again. Nothing new. Hmm. Yep, I popped that new high, pulled it back down again. The Netflix lead test is doing pretty good then. Good job if anybody's in that. Nothing really good on Meta. Google rejected high of day again. Tesla just kept tanking under y'all's mention. Good job everybody who is calling it out. I saw a few of you mentioning it. Good mention by Driz on the QQQ lead test. Just mentally trading it to the downside. Beautiful job, bro. That's what I like to see. And that right there, Driz, what you just did, that's what 99% of people will hear and still not go do. They will still ignore it somehow. When I say visualize, go analyze, like mentally trade, visualize as much as you possibly can, what you just did is what I'm talking about. If you can do that hundreds of times, there is nothing stopping you. Literally nothing stopping you. Great work, Driz. Sorry to hear that, Jack. Hopefully it fixes or something, whatever the problem is. Very ugly pullback here on the 5-minute. They broke the 5-minute 9 EMA on the previous candle. They're probably breaking it on this candle on the 10-minute now. Yep. They're slowly losing the supply of previous day again on the 5-minute. A continued hold under this area could be seen as a bearish move to the downside. Like I said, a break under the 9 EMA and of supply will most likely bring a flush towards the pre-market high and today's open. Very ugly hold to 412.85 though. Already losing that. And like you guys all said it before me too, you know, we've been seeing some very weak pushes. So I'm glad a lot of y'all did not trust that. Breaking levels, you said thoughts on AAL. I don't think I have any set levels. Oh, maybe I do. I think I have bigger time frame levels on this. When I trade airlines, I pretty much just go to Boeing or Delta for some reason. I think American Airlines has amazing options volume though. Them and Delta. I'm not really big into day trading it though, so I wouldn't be able to help you on that. I'm not sure what's super effective on American Airlines as much. But smaller price action wise, they seem to still be above previous day high, previous day close area. I'd honestly keep an eye on between where today's open is and the meat of yesterday's high. So kind of between there. What's going on? Just because that lines up with important areas. Bigger time frame though. They're another inside candle of this candle. They're kind of stuck in between these highs and these lows. They're like perfectly in the middle. They're like SPY right now. They're like perfectly in the smack dab middle of the high and then the recent dip. Whew, nasty pullback. They just touched today's open. Whew. Very ugly. Touching today's open. Nice volume, too. They're trying to hold under today's open. Good job, Carnage. Very happy for you. And it's okay if it dumped farther than you thought. Focus on what you were focused on. So if beforehand you said, let me focus on getting to today's open or this level here, focus on that. Who cares how much it goes more, right? Great job, Ben. Very happy for you. Good job, Tobias, getting out on time. Good job breaking levels. Oh, my bad. You were talking about AL still. Watching same area sold 1350. Okay, nice. Tesla bears are feasting, Shadow says. Nox is saying he'll stream PFE for you, Jack. Good job, Geo. I draw it there from this high to here, Shadow, but they didn't even come back up and test it. They just kept riding the 9 EMA. That just shows you how aggressive sellers were. Very aggressive seller. Netflix lead test is done. Everybody take profit if you are in that trade. Just posting that for y'all. Probably the only thing I thought looked really good. Meta got a fat dump. Google got a fat dump. Everything's dumping. Let's see sector-wise what's up. All right, so tech still at the bottom of demand. Keep an eye at previous day lows. That could be the next bigger move from tech. Could get a pop there. Build some base consolidation. Healthcare did pull down, but they're still holding 9 EMA on even the 5-minute time frame. Discretionary pulled down. Watch their previous day lows. Their demand is here. Their supply is here. Financials trying to break today's open, and previous day close. Comms also pulling back. See if they defend previous day open or previous day low, if they continue to pull back. Staples got a good move higher, confirming some of these pullbacks, flight to safety move. And even energy slowed down and pulled back under 9 EMA on the 5-minute after that impressive pump by them this morning. So yeah, keep an eye on tech. Yeah, very nasty balancing today. Man, they even smacked the next level I have. That's disgusting. I'm just typing that they're hitting the next level after breaking today's open. Oh, Netflix keeps dumping. Whew. Some nasty sell-offs happening right now. Almost gotta go to the 10-minute to see it. Whew. That is disgusting. You can see why I said watch the 10-minute today. Would I have said we're gonna just dump like this? No, but you can see we had such a weak hold. You know, they pushed it once, dump, pushed it once, wicked, pushed it once again. Look at the result of the third time doing that, you know? Very, very weak push. 3 different times. And each time, you guys saw tech try to help out and then fail. Tech tried to help out, then failed. Comms and discretionary tried to help out, failed. Tried to help out, failed. There are a lot of signs pointing towards weak push. This kind of dump, no. But weak push, yes. Good job, Ace. Like the advice. Yep, and they're smacking the better break below. Do as I say, not as I do. Right. Again, I hope a lot of what I've been covering makes sense because, again, just being able to look at some of those weights, so helpful. Just understanding that alone helps you out so much more. Look at the level they perfectly closed at. I feel that, Jack. 9 EMA and 5-minute lines up with lead test. Ooh, good looks, Noxta. Still just seeing buyer reactions at 411.50, nothing new. Nice push on gold this morning. I didn't even look. Let me check gold futures. Oh, good looks, man. Silver, too. Damn, silver's at 25 again. The dollar's rejecting old demand right now. Bearish pressure on the dollar right now on bigger time frames. See what kind of retest we get here. They're just kind of getting us a buyer reaction from that nasty dip, and they're keeping us just under today's open. So we'll see if we push up to today's open or the 9 EMA for a short-term test. You can grab your Lee test fib now if you want to go from high of day down to the low of day. It's pretty much that fib right there. Exxon can make all-time high today. Yeah, energy's killing it. I expect to bounce to 41.32. Whoa, breaking levels. That actually threw me off so big. I'm trying to think. With an expansion tank, it was threaded on top. This little blue tank we had. And on top, I would do like a brass threaded fitting. It was like a female brass threaded fitting, breaking levels. I think that would be FIP. Testing 9 EMA / 9 SMA on 2-minute. Great call out. CM trades. 411.99 on SPYs, a monthly emerging candle as well. Great call out. Daffy. Burok saying be careful. XOM earnings this week. Still nice to see energy stocks such as big as Exxon moving up before earnings. It's very clean. Right against those highs. Again, like Burok said, be very careful. I can't believe it's already almost 10. The morning was slow. We picked it up finally here. Had our high. Had a higher high. Just kept getting weak pushes. Really, really good rejection of 412.85. They trapped a lot of longs right there, I'm sure. Big dump happened. It's crazy because I keep saying big dump, but this is all, again, intraday. Again, when I say that, please realize what time frame we're on. Because on a 10-minute, on a 30-minute, on an hourly, on a 4-hour, this really didn't do much. But smaller time frames, huge move. Yo, good job, Daffy. His OXY call out not only in the YouTube, but also in the Discord at Trade Ideas channel, up 12%. Good job, Daffy. Time moves fast when you have fun with your friends. 100%, 100%. That is what it is. I always like freak out like, oh, time's moving too fast. I'm like not realizing like, yeah, but I'm enjoying the stream or I'm enjoying whatever I'm doing, you know. So it's like that's probably why I don't realize. Time is just flying. Pretty big amount of volume on that candle. Actually, that's the most volume in the day on that 10-minute candle. They wicked it up, so I wouldn't be surprised if they build some consolidation here. Maybe try to build back a little bit higher towards 412, maybe even 9 EMA. I also wouldn't be surprised if they just keep flushing it. So watch out for a new low of day or for a potential buy reaction back into today's open / 9 EMA on the 10-minute. It's crazy how clear the 10-minute makes that look. That's been a really good method lately, honestly, and I know it's something we've talked about for years now, but it's still just super helpful. But anytime you feel like you're getting too like frustrated or clustered on the 5-minute or smaller time frames, jump out to the 10-minute or something bigger. You'll have a lot better view of what you've been looking at. And it'll make you rethink, okay, this is what I need to do next, or this is what I should do, or I'll just keep sitting on my hands, or whatever you're working with there. How was everyone in the stream, though? Again, I've just been updating as I see. A lot of you been doing the same. If we go back to update some of the sector weights I've been talking about, tech still defending that previous day demand. Healthcare making a new high of day. Discretionary did take a dip, but they're still above the previous day demand. Financial took another dip. So did comms. Industrial's also dipping back. They're trying to fight under 10-minute 9 EMA. Energy killing it today. Even they're pulling back. I have zero blood flow to my hands. Thanks, Bueller. Simon never said get off your hands. We'll see you later, Tobias. Please sleep in, man. Get you some rest. Good Cam, good Jazz. Just doing a solo stream today, Boo Boo. He's still around. Still trading. He actually traded Tesla when a lot of you guys were telling or posting about shorting Tesla in here. So some of y'all that were trading Tesla got the exact same trade as Devin. Oxy's in the money. Great call out by Daffy. That was another good call out. Today I called out Netflix. A majority of you guys called out Tesla. We've just kind of been monitoring SPY with the sectors. Daffy called out SPY. He called out Oxy. Bunch of really good call outs by the team today. Netflix is literally the only trade idea I think I've liked. I talked about SPY, but again, I was just kind of telling y'all that in like a joking way. Like, people can be planning for downside and upside here, and I was just showing you that both perspectives made sense there when we were trading indecisively here. But that wasn't like a real trade idea. Netflix is the only one I think I've liked. A lot of you guys talked about Tesla, and then of course Spy and Oxy with Daffy. I've seen a few other good mentions. I've seen a lot of you guys mention like Meta or other weights breaking, which is good. Even if they aren't trade ideas, it's just good to get that information. So if you're ever sitting here calling out Amazon breaking previous day low, or Google breaking previous day high, or PML, CDO, CDL, you know, great job. Seriously, great job. That amount of information helps out everyone. Yeah, Daffy's up 16% for anybody who took that with him. He just posted it in chat as well. Got my on Meta earnings this week. Ooh, nice. I need to pay attention to them on the bigger time frame more. I keep forgetting they're up here. You know, since that last pump, I keep forgetting they did that. My head's like, in my head, you know, just like lazily thinking, I still have them down here in my head. But they've had a crazy pump since then. I think I'm going to do a lead test video today. It'll be a short one. I'm going to do it on that Netflix breakdown today. Watching you from Mexico. Hey. Bearish flag on Amazon. Good call out. Still riding that 9 EMA trend to the downside. I would like to add Spy is still trying to defend 411.50s with a wick up right now. Ooh, good post on the trade floor by Misi, username, Boorock, Hihi Muzi. Boorock posting a 411.57 price, 11,000 buy. Eesh. Yeah, 411.50s are a very important area. Tech trying to break supply or demand, sorry, to the downside. I'm over here fumbling my words again. Do links work? No, I don't know. I can't. I'm not the one stopping it. I think it's YouTube stopping it, but no, links do not work, sadly. check Twitter. Uno segundo. Oh my god. I don't know if I like that. Moving the market, wait and see ahead of earnings from some mega stocks. Falling treasury yields, and without investors lacking conviction, mega cap stocks are driving a lot of the index level price action. Strong as energy, healthcare, material, industrial, and consumer staples. Weak today as real estate, tech, and discretionary. I love this website so much. I don't know who owns this website. I don't know who all does, but they should sponsor me. Y'all should check that website out though, Briefing. It's really awesome. Updates all the time, it's free to check. Super easy to read. Gives you quick updates. Seeing some red candles after a lot of buyer reactions. Nothing super crazy yet though. I don't see a lot moving super directionally yet. It's mainly because SPY is around such a crucial area now. They've touched it, bought off it, stayed under today's open, stayed under 9 EMA, so sellers can definitely break a new low of day here. At the same time, we could see some consolidation build. Let's see though. Definitely seeing some seller control still. Sector-wise, too, tech is still under previous day demand. Watch for healthcare to break 9 EMA on the 5 and 10 minute. Discretionary is still just riding that to the downside 9 EMA trend. Financials as well. Comms are trying to defend yesterday's open. Good job on that call out, Jazz. You called out the flag and they made a new low of day. Good job getting back to that main targeted low of day. Tesla back to 90 EMA, tested, move lower again. Netflix made a lower high since that Lee test. I keep checking it because of that reason. Also moving under today's open. SPY trying not to dump more here. I cannot spell today. Mark Billy saying, come on, SPY. 410 welcomes you. It's nice to see your name pop up again, Daffy. I keep seeing it. It's just like, yes, he's here. It's crazy how many different leaders are in the chat. What was my opinion on oil earlier? Oh, that's right. We just said it was halfway. I am happy to be back, brother. During Ramadan was very hard to trade. I can't even imagine. I wouldn't have been able to either. I'd have been way too focused on just surviving. Yeah, I was just about to say, I bet mentally, you know, not even just counting the physical factor, but the mental factor of it's like, F that. You might lose money if you were to trade during that period. Just because of, like, you know, not being in your normal mental state. Or a whole nother mindset. Minutes, still having a problem building any kind of consolidation. Halfway into your fourth 30-minute candle. Hourly candle broke 9 EMA. too many winners today in the result channel. Yeah, 100% Mel. And yeah, thank you for reminding me. More of you guys should, not even just to go post on your own, but like more of you on your own should go into here to just a review. I mean, I can't pin anymore. I've pinned some of the best trades in the channel. There's like 50 pinned. But each day, you should go back through here and just review as many of these reviews as you possibly can. It is so helpful to, you know, let's say you're like, well, I took the same trade as Driz. It's like, let me see what Driz saw. And then you're like, oh, okay. And then you're like, oh, I saw D-Touch take the same trade. Let me see what he saw and maybe see if there's something there that could help me out of mine, you know? Or just, you know, let's say you're trying to practice an entry. Let's say you're someone who's trying to get better at open range breakouts or retest plays. This is the perfect place to come review. See, Mel went off that day. But it's always the same people in here posting too, you know, so you can get a lot of really good reviews. Green turned red on SPY. They are continuing the down trend under 9 EMA on the 5-minute and the 10-minute, of course. Seem to be losing that 411.50 with good strength. I guess they'll be heading back down towards that previous day demand I talked about. Just posting that on the bot. SPY getting close to previous day demand now after this nice pullback. Daffy, I'll give you perms because every time you type that doesn't actually work. But I'll give you perms. There you go. Not everyone. Imagine. And then it just tags nobody. Perfect. Alright, let's check our sectors again, see what's changed. Utilities picking it back up. They're about to touch high of day. Energy retested 90 May. They're back up. Staples also making a new high of day. Industrials just catching buyers. They're still under. Comms still trying to defend yesterday's open, or Friday's open, I should say. Banks still trying to defend at previous day demand. Same for discretionary. Healthcare making a new high of day. And we are producing a very, very indecisive candle under previous day demand right now on tech. So some things are slowing down. Some things are getting a little bit of a bounce. Nothing's too crazy yet. Still, though, been a very, very nice movement with the sectors today. Right at the open, we saw tech and comms. Both of those were weak, while everything else was moving higher or getting a good pop-off support. Then we started to see a mix of comms and tech start to pick it back up. You saw the rest of the sector slow down, and we just kept seeing that same trend 2-3 different times until we finally got this bigger pullback where everything had pulled back for the most part. As you can see, healthcare is a stronger one on the day with energy. Staples, energy, healthcare. Daffy's trade that he posted in Trade Ideas up 16% now. Daffy, you're on it today, man. You're in Trade Ideas. You got Boo Rock on Trade Floor. I'm here on stream. Everybody's posting something somewhere. It's nice to see that we're able to post actively on YouTube, Discord, and have multiple platforms where people are super active and just ready to go. Hopefully you guys are taking advantage of the tools you guys in front of you. And if you aren't, don't feel like you need to be too rushed. Don't feel like, oh, just because everyone else is doing this, I have to be doing this. No. If you're at a certain part of your journey, don't rush. Don't force it. if you're at the very beginning, you know, I understand that you're not looking at all of the chats yet. I understand you're not paying attention to callouts or updates yet. I understand that you're focused on learning and trying to go through a lot of the resources first. That makes sense. So don't beat yourself up or feel you need to rush yourself if you are one of those people who are currently at the beginning of your process and just now joining our community. Continue to look forward. Reach out too, you know, to me, to some of the mods within the Discord. You know, there's tons of us who are happy to help, happy to be here, happy to point you in the right direction. And none of us are going to give you false dreams or hopes. We're not going to ever sit here and say, you're going to get rich if you follow this. Like, no, you could definitely still fail and lose your ass on this trading. But we're trying to give you a lot of the methods and strategies that we like to use. Happy to share what not to do. Hey man, it still helps. I know it was a joke, but still, it still is helpful. No, it wasn't a joke. That's the problem. That's a ticker I have not heard in a fat minute. I need to quit abusing Square. Biggest volume on the day, Square 5 minute. It's actually the 6th or 7th biggest volume, but still, big volume popping up above average volume on a hammer candle. That's still a great call out. Also, another question: is it in anywhere? Previous day close. It is at a pretty good spot. This is not the previous day high. This is kind of where they were maintaining under the entire time before that very last 15-minute pump that day on Friday. So that hammer did pop up at a good spot. Yesterday's open, yesterday's low. Pre-market high. Yep, we have heard about the strat. It's just another piece of price action. I don't personally use it, but tons of people in my chat used it for a bit. There's even a video of it on my channel. But Leland was pretty good with it for a while. I think he still uses part of it. It's just good information to have if it is something you use. It doesn't really, it's not like information you take and it's like I have to focus on just the strat. Like, no, you can still focus on other things. So that's what I like about the strat strategies. It doesn't really get in the way of anything. If anything, it just enhances what you're looking at. Getting a rejection here on the SPY 5 minute. Still rejecting under 411.50. SPY 10 minute still a distance away from the 9 EMA. Over 9,000. I see your outside bar video and I raise you 4 bars. Alright, discretionary is at demand a previous day. Keep an eye on that. It's your Tesla Amazon sector. Staples slow down. Energy going back to possibly make a new high of day. If not, you have a lower high. You feel another drop coming? We'll see. Some sectors are still settling a little bit. Double it and give it to the next. Test result is on fire. Good post by Boo Rock on the trade floor in the Discord. Thank you guys for over 130 likes. I know it's hard to get up on a Monday, be in here, but I appreciate your strength. Hopefully a lot of you guys enjoyed some of the info, some of the updates. And thank you guys for continuously coming back to this stream. Definitely means a lot to me. 4120 SPX. Ooh, good post by Jazz on Amazon on the trade floor and Discord. What's up, Julio? Wow, how I missed your lives, Bueller. Thank you always for the free gameplay and live trading. Anytime, man. Glad to have you in here. Only place I want to be. You really think I want to be here at work? Nope, this streaming community is better than my work at the moment. I love you guys. And yeah, I'm honestly just kind of taking like a mental break before I get back into the scalping swing of things. But for all of you YouTube members, I will be doing a... Oh, I guess I gotta go find it again. Sheets. I will be doing a continuation of this. I was just taking a bit of a mental break before doing this, because every day I would stream. I'd instantly end the stream, go record a video, or I'd wait till the end of the day, be super active in Discord. So I would be on my computer like all day just doing these videos or being active in Discord, getting ready to do these videos. So I just needed a little mental break, but I will be doing a continuation of this. I did do 1 week of trading on the continuation seed of it. I pretty much got it down to 605, and then I took it back to pretty much 1600. I pretty much made another 1K on it within that 1 week period. But I didn't do any videos for it. I didn't take the time to do all that. So I'll probably do a continuation of this on a different account. So for all you members who are waiting for more scalping videos, there will be more. I just didn't get into it yet. Lead test on NVIDIA 5 minute starting to show. Guys, tech has lost support. That's your largest sector losing support. If healthcare also slows down, SPY should be red. Discretionary is down in previous day demand. Be very careful of that. Getting any random buyer reactions, again, they wouldn't be random because they're in the demand area. Little room below calm still. And this time around, nothing is wanting to pump while tech's slowing down. The last few times we did see like healthcare would pump, or you'd see energy, staples, utilities, healthcare would all pump at the same time, but you're not seeing that this time now. Yeah, everything's gonna try and get their setting or their footing in right now. We need those videos be Have you gotten through all of them? I'm assuming you have if you're saying that. But very impressive if you have, because that's like literally 38 videos between the live trade series and then the scalp trade series playlist. 20 and 18, so yeah, like 38 videos. So that's a lot of videos. It's not like a lot hours wise, but it's a lot of journey to get through. So, but yeah, there will be more though, I promise. I need to remember right after we end stream that I need to edit my Netflix video so I can have that up. I don't know if I'll make that public or not, but it's gonna be somewhere. Alright, so I think from here you're going to see a lot more consolidation here. This definitely does give good chance on the 5 and 10 minutes to go up and smack their 9 EMAs on the intraday time frames. Another level to look out for besides 9 EMA would be your 412 area. Again, this is a huge area, not just smaller time frames, but also bigger time frames. So keep an eye on 412 in case we do get any end of day reactions. That is most likely where they're going to try and close this around is 412 if we do not just keep flushing. So, but they did do everything that we kind of anticipated. You know, they tried to hold up higher, they failed, and now they're keeping us in range between the previous day lows and highs. So we're going to keep eye on that. I am going to end stream there though. For the rest of the day though, on the bigger time frame, keep an eye on that area. Remember, we were drawing that Lee test from our high down to where we broke lower and then where we got a little bit of a buy reaction. We need to keep eyes to see if we're going to maintain rejecting about 412, 413, 414 area. And if we do, then we will probably we'll be moving lower. Until then, though, we need to keep eyes on 410. So pretty much between 412 and 410 is the main areas that we need to be watching on the bigger time frames. But I'll see you guys later on. Again, thank you guys again for tuning into the solo live stream I had today. Tomorrow I'll have the gang back in here again with Sherman and Devin, of course, like usual. And then, yeah. But I'll see you guys later on. Be sure to drop a like on the stream if you didn't already. And, yeah, I'm going to go work on that video. I'll see you guys later on. Have a great rest of your day. And feel free to tune into the Discord. It's free to go in there and just kind of type update, just discuss with people. But I'll see you guys later on. Thank you again. Love you all.